Welcome back to the Oracle's Sanctum, where we delve into the depths of wisdom to help you become the creator of your own reality. In our last journey, we explored why the universe sometimes says no to a love that felt undeniably right, touching upon Jung's concept of synchronicity. We understood that these denials aren't random but hold profound meaning, guiding us towards a higher purpose. Today, we confront an even deeper truth. What happens to us when that no shatters our expectations? How do we find healing when our hearts are left broken? And what hidden aspects of ourselves does this pain reveal? When a deep connection is severed, or a longed-for love simply fails to materialize, the immediate aftermath is often a void. It's a space filled with questions. Why me? What did I do wrong? Was it ever real? This isn't just about the absence of another person. It's about the shattering of a future we imagined, the loss of a part of ourselves that was invested in that possibility. The pain can be overwhelming, but Jungian psychology offers us a radically different lens through which to view this suffering. It suggests that these moments of profound loss are not just endings, but powerful invitations to self-discovery. They compel us to look inward, to confront parts of ourselves we might have long ignored or actively repressed. This brings us to one of Carl Jung's most pivotal and often misunderstood concepts, the shadow. What exactly is the shadow? It's not inherently evil, as many assume. Rather, it's the personal unconscious, encompassing everything about ourselves that we've deemed unacceptable, inconvenient, or unworthy of conscious acknowledgement. It's the parts of our personality we've hidden away, both positive and negative, out of fear, shame, or societal conditioning. Think of it as the dusty attic of your psyche, where forgotten dreams, suppressed emotions, unexpressed talents, and even raw, primitive impulses reside. We often project this shadow onto others, seeing in them the very traits we deny in ourselves. When love is denied or lost, especially in a painful way, it can trigger these buried aspects of our shadow, bringing them roaring to the surface. Consider the common reactions to denied love: intense anger at the other person or the situation, gnawing jealousy if they move on, profound sadness that borders on self-pity, or even a deep sense of insecurity and unworthiness. These powerful, often uncomfortable emotions are not just fleeting feelings. They are often the voice of your activated shadow. For example, if you feel an irrational surge of anger towards the person who didn't choose you, your shadow might be revealing a hidden need for control, or perhaps a deep-seated fear of rejection that you've always pushed away. If jealousy consumes you, it might point to your own unacknowledged desires for attention, success, or even the very qualities you admire in your perceived rival. The feeling of unworthiness, so common after rejection, can be the shadow's way of forcing you to confront deeply ingrained self-criticism that you normally keep buried. The natural human tendency is to avoid this pain, to push these uncomfortable shadow emotions back down, or to project them entirely onto the external world, blaming the other person, fate, or circumstances. But Jung warned us that what we resist persists. When we ignore our shadow, it doesn't simply disappear. Instead, it gains power, operating from the unconscious and subtly sabotaging our lives. It can manifest as repetitive negative patterns in relationships, attracting the same type of unfulfilling dynamics. Self-sabotage, where we unconsciously prevent our own happiness or success. Chronic anxiety or depression, as the suppressed energy seeks an outlet. Unexplained outbursts of anger or irrational behavior, because the unconscious material eventually demands expression. ignoring the shadow. After denied love means we never truly heal. We simply bandage the wound and carry the hidden infection into our next experience. So, how do we begin the daunting task of embracing the shadow? The first and most crucial step is acknowledgement, not judgment. It's about consciously bringing awareness to these uncomfortable emotions and impulses that surface in the aftermath of denied love. Observe without attachment when anger or jealousy arises. Instead of acting on it or pushing it away, simply notice it. I am feeling intense anger right now. What is this anger trying to tell me? Journaling. Write down your raw, unfiltered thoughts and feelings. Don't censor yourself. This is a private space where your shadow can speak freely. Dream analysis. Pay attention to your dreams. The unconscious often communicates through symbols in dreams, offering clues to your shadow material. Look for recurring themes, unsettling figures, or strong emotions. Identify your projections when you feel strong negative judgments towards someone else, especially the person involved in the denied love. Ask yourself, could this trait or feeling actually exist within me? This isn't about blaming yourself, but about reclaiming parts of your own psyche. This might sound counterintuitive, but the shadow is not just a repository of our flaws. It's also where many of our unexpressed potentials and hidden strengths reside. The raw energy of anger, when integrated, can transform into healthy assertiveness. The pain of insecurity, when understood, can lead to genuine self-compassion and resilience. The denied longing for love, once acknowledged in the shadow, can lead to a deeper understanding of what you truly need in a relationship, rather than what you simply project onto others. Embracing the shadow means integrating these disowned parts of ourselves, bringing them into conscious awareness, not to let them dominate us, but to understand and harness their energy. It's about recognizing that every trait, even the one you despise, has a positive pole. The arrogant person might possess immense leadership potential. The overly emotional person might hold deep wells of empathy. Integrating the shadow is a lifelong journey, but it's particularly potent after a significant emotional upheaval like denied love. It's the path towards wholeness, which for Jung is the ultimate goal of psychological development. Wholeness isn't about being perfect. It's about being complete, acknowledging all aspects of your being, light and dark, conscious and unconscious. When you integrate your shadow, you become more authentic. You no longer waste energy suppressing parts of yourself. More resilient, you understand and accept your flaws, making you less vulnerable to external criticism or rejection. More empathetic, by understanding your own darkness. You can better understand and accept the darkness in others. More empowered, the energy previously used for suppression is now available for conscious creation and living. The pain of denied love becomes the crucible, the intense heat that forces the purification and integration of these hidden elements. What does this mean for future relationships? When you do the work of embracing your shadow, your approach to love fundamentally changes. You become less prone to projection, seeing others more for who they truly are, rather than who you need them to be to complete you. You're less likely to fall into the same relationship patterns because you've understood the internal dynamics that were driving them. You learn to love yourself more completely, flaws and all, which in turn attracts healthier, more authentic connections. Denied love, viewed through this Jungian lens, is not a failure, but a powerful initiation into a deeper, more profound relationship with yourself. It is a necessary step on the path to individuation, becoming the unique, complete individual you are meant to be. This is where you truly start to become the creator of your own reality. If this deep dive into Jung's shadow and its role in healing from denied love resonated with you, if something within you shifted, then I invite you to subscribe and stay connected to the Oracle's Sanctum. Your support keeps this space alive and helps us continue exploring these profound topics. If you found real value here, consider leaving a super thanks to support our work. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery with us. See you in the next video, where we'll continue unlocking the wisdom within to help you create the life you truly desire.